Why, hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good wherever you may be. Thank you for being here. What do we got? Kozik first in the chat. What's up, man? Bappa, how we doing? Tykeson, Nissan, Chaos, Jay, good to see you, man. I know you've been in Cross's chat a bunch the last few days. Leonardo, what's up, man? Draconis, Jesse, Canadian. How are we doing? Chris said, ready for a massive stream. Yeah, so I can talk about my massive NDA. No, it'll be good. Good to see you, man. Trey, what is up, dude? Michael. Multi-watch it again. Appreciate you, dude. Rogue's gonna leak all the juicy Div 3 info he got. I can tell you nothing about Division 3, but what I can tell you about is Division 4, baby. We saw that gameplay, we saw the trip. I'm kidding. For legal purposes, that is a joke. It's very good to see you all. Thank you for being here. I was sad to miss out on both streams last week. I had decent reason to. Really appreciate everybody tuning in to the finale video that I put out. Obviously, it was like a week late, but seems like people still wanted to know what was going on. New to your YouTube, I've spanned your content so much when working. Loving your DZ series. Lagnito, hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that greatly. What's up, Retro? Currently visiting family in Australia. That's very cool. Retro, hope you're enjoying. It should be pretty good weather down there this time of year, right? Shoot to loot, how we doing, man? Hermes, what's up? How are you, Mandasaur? By the way, Mandasaur, Big Rock, Evro, Rustic, and Living, thank you all very much for the follows. Rogue won't tell us nothing, I'm sure. He would if he could, wink wink. That is correct, Trey. As I'm sure you all know the procedure goes, I am under NDA for just about everything that happened. But when I can talk about it, I will be excited to. The one thing that I will say, I don't think Postman's in here yet, but he messaged me and I said this to him. I don't think I'll get in trouble for saying this. What I walked away from this last trip thinking was that our assumptions were correct in the sense that we've been looking from the outside at what's going on. You know, we think we see these indicators that Division is on a good trajectory right now and that we're getting a lot of cool stuff. And I think that despite Ubisoft having some turbulence at the moment, I think Division's in a good place. Oh, I was inactive for too long. It logged me out. That's what I will say. And we will see what we learn moving forward. Devin Ringer with the 10, man. Thank you so much. Perfect timing for a stream to get me through the rest of the workday. Well, thank you for being here, dude. Very good to see you. Also coming in with the 8-month member tag at classified status. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much for the support and the generosity, man. I hope to be able to entertain for the rest of your workday. We'll see. I like that. New Division announcement equals NDA. Very true. Very true. Did you meet the new PvP lead dev? No. That I should be able to say, because I believe Alex dropped it in someone else's stream. Apparently they start in March. Is when the new PvP lead... What's the title? Lead PvP game designer. They begin sometime in March. But also, we were at Massive, and that position is going to be at Bucharest. There were some people from the Bucharest studio that came out. Alex was there. Daniel from Level Design was there. Andrea from Programming, I believe, is her her discipline was there. That were all really wonderful. Trey with the 17 months. Our game still has a future, indeed. I mean, to a certain extent, you can piece those things together. If they are willing to host these events, these things cost money, right? To get people out there, to house them and feed them. If they're willing to put together a budget to do that, there's a reason, you know? So excite, Chris with the 22. Thank you, man. Excite indeed. Very, very excite. How was your time at Massive Raven? It was wonderful. I wish my body didn't quite handle it as well as it did last year. I kind of rolled in thinking I could just... Because last time, I showed up like midday, which for me is a 9-hour time difference to Sweden. I crashed for like 2 or 3 hours in the afternoon just because I had to. And then I stayed up till about the regular time I would go to bed, slept a good 8 hours. I was ready to go. I was fine the rest of the time. This time, I thought I could do the same thing. I got there about midday again. Slept. Felt fine that first night. And then it was bad. I think the most I got in one night. Well, that's not true. For the majority of the nights, I got like 3 hours. And so by the second day of 3 hours of sleep, I was feeling it. I stepped out of bed and I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. Fortunately, I made it through that day. Somebody in the group brought some melatonin that they were able to give me, which I was very appreciative of. Shout out, Frank. And so I got like 6 hours and 15 minutes that next night. I survived. But yeah, my body was not taking it as well as it did last time. But as I said to Alex and some other people there, if you are given the opportunity to represent the community and partake in something like that, you have to give it your 100% or as much as you're able to, you know? So sleep be damned. I did my best. Hermes, I don't believe I've seen it yet, man, but I will absolutely catch up with Discord today. There's Postman. What's up, man? Oh yeah, Mandasaur, no worries. This is still, we're very new on Twitch. We just started up recently. So I very much appreciate you jumping in and following. We got 64 people in there, 200 people on YouTube already. Welcome in, folks. I promise we'll do stuff. We're not just going to sit here. Did you meet Pale? Yes. I had the pleasure of meeting him last year when I was there, but yeah, I got to see him a few times here. He's usually just hanging out at the bar near Massive, so was it the first night? Or the second night? But yeah, we ran into him a few times. Awesome guy, really. Chris with the 21 months, thank you. Good to have you back. Hopefully it was an amazing trip. Any idea how to find out the song they used during the master mission? I loved it so much, made the mission even better. You know, when I ran through it, I was also like, this sounds like new music. I don't know if there's any way to find it right now. If I can figure it out, then I will let you know. But I think they have to very intentionally like release that stuff on Spotify or whatever, you know. Gavlin, hope I'm saying that right. What's up? Been thinking about running through Division 1 again, but should I wait until the anniversary season starts? Anything going to be happening for the Division 1 as part of the celebration? We don't have the full details yet. The only thing we know about Division 1 is that they released a definitive edition for the 10th anniversary, but it just bundles in existing content. There's nothing new or like mandatory about it. So, I don't think you have too much to worry about starting now. We know in Division 2 there's going to be stuff to keep us busy, so if you're worried about finding time to play both, then you might as well get a head start now, you know? Hermes with the 27 months. Thank you, sir. Hey, look, big number. Y'all are crazy. 27, 21, 22, 17. We have the best community on YouTube. I will die on that hill. Thank you, guys. Let's go, Rogue. Thank you, Dankles. If I'm saying that right. Griff, what's up? I'm so excited for Resurgence. I even bought a new iPad to play it on when it launches. Nice. Yeah, we should be getting Resurgence stuff quite soon. They actually put out a post this morning saying communications are back online, whatever that means. But we know it should be coming out by the end of March, is what all the things have said, and Ubisoft confirmed that recently. So I'm excited. Retro, not Division related. There's a lot of talk going on around the Ubisoft CEO. Do you feel confident with the CEO with everything that's been going on? I don't know if you're referring to like a specific story or something that came out. I mean, the CEO has been the same for the last 20 years. He was there when things were doing all right, and he's also been there for the last like 10 when things have gone quite bad. So I have much more faith in the people that we know that are making the Division and putting the hard work in day out than I do in the CEO. All I can hope is that he stays out of the way and lets them do their stuff. Yes, File. Resurgence is free to play. Akito, what's up, man? Good news. Thanks to yours and everyone else's donation, my friend Skull has secured herself a place to stay. That's so wonderful, man. I'm very happy to hear it. I hope I was able to help out with that. I know there were like multiple other days that that she went live, but that's amazing. Diamond with the 6 months of classified status. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Whoa, I almost clicked out of the stream. That wouldn't have been good. We will die with you on that hill, Rogue. Thank you, Sith. All right. Would y'all actually like to see me play the game or do something here? Or we can just sit and talk. I mean, it's up to y'all. Updated outfit showcase. We're doing a Bloody Hunter look with the RogueGold hoodie for to pair with the sheriff in the skin. I think it looks pretty cool. There's so many things happening right now. First off, Girona 3, hope I'm saying that correctly, with the 20. Thanks for all, RogueGold. Thank you. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. Yuri as well, coming in with the upgrade to classified. Thought I was classified already? Well, as if you need to, my friend. You are always coming in and being incredibly kind in these streams. I will go and update the member card, absolutely. Thank you, Yuri and Girona. Thank you so much for that. I missed 1 week of streaming and everyone's like, hey, come back. No, you all are incredible. Logan, what's up? Just talking? Yeah, we can just sit here. We can just sit here and chat. It's a podcast now. I played Division 2 on Game Pass, but unfortunately my sub ran out, so waiting a few weeks to play again. Gotcha, Griff. Well, hopefully you'll be able to jump in time for the anniversary stuff. Looks like it should be pretty fun. Yeah, I did, Chris. We can take a look at it in a moment, but not before. Good lord, guys. Thanking Michael and Yuri. Michael with the 5, gifted Yuri with the 10. Going to Dankles, Callum, Shmeal. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm sorry. Jack and Django from Michael. And then Infinite, Gamer, Kowo, Have Baked, Wrath. I'm saying these all wrong. X5 Man, Roger, Henry, Pot, and Man with Megaphone. Good lord. Welcome to Rogue Studios, folks. Thank you guys so much. If y'all are here, please give Yuri or Michael a thank you, whoever may have gifted yours. Y'all are too kind, people. Is the Rogue hoodie wearing still available? Unfortunately, you can't get it right now if you didn't get it before. Hopefully they will bring it back someday. As always, folks, you were too kind. Yuri, Michael, thank you both so much. As for weekly announcements, what did we miss in the store while I was gone? You can become a unicorn in the game, or I guess a horse. It's not really a unicorn. But if you want to be a horse with a mohawk with a mask that folds up and down, You can do it. My dreams have come true. Corporate Gangster's back. Houndsman's here already from the Valentine stuff. This is here from Valentine's. This is new as of today. It's like a little smiley guy. The shirt is kind of cool. I like this for the most part, but probably not my cup of tea. All of that. Then we have the skin for the sheriff, which you'll see me using, and the same Valentine's bundles there. He come out in real life. That is true. Rickle, yeah. Even though you can't get the RogueGold hoodie in game, if you want to grab it in real life, you can check out the RogueGold store. Did I make a command for that? I don't know if I did. You can try typing in ! merch, and that might link you to the store. If it didn't, then I'll have to go and add that. But it's in the description of the YouTube stream at least. Will you stream it? Stream what, Ram? Oh, Resurgence? Yes. It's my intention to. I need to look into how to, do it. Or, like, what the best way to do it is on a technical level. But I would like to. Ah, it is there. Nice. Well, there you go. If you want to check out the RogueGold merch store, you can. All right, what do we got today, people? As the title says, I think in both streams, the anniversary is right around the corner. If we're going by the in-game calendar, then we have less than 1 week until it begins and this season ends. I have been trying to catch up on stretch goals and stuff since I missed it launching last week. A big change they made is you can now buy, I think it's 50 levels with textiles. That's pretty big. So I still have some more of those to do. We'll probably sit here and open some apparel caches to get more of those. And as of today, there is a 2-time season XP event. Sorry, I think someone earlier was asking the best way to rank their season pass at the end of the season. Take advantage of this event. Do scouts, journey, weekly projects, priority objectives while this is going. That's actually nice. We're going to be able to benefit from that as we level here. So we'll go through stretch goals, and then I need 9 more stars to get the Bloody Houndsman uniform for Halloween. Sorry, for Valentine's. This event, the Valentine's one, is up for under 2 days. So if you have anything left from that you want to get, be sure to do it. I don't know, Libertarian. I hope at some point. Did you ever look into getting your merch hoodie in black? I think I would have to do a different print. If I'm I think I asked at one point, and I don't believe the current one that I use is available in that black color. But honestly, I need to look into it more. I have not given merch a ton of thought in these ever since we did that drop in December. Things have been very busy, but I will keep it on the radar. Andrea Santana coming in with the join to Rogue Studios. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, and thank you for supporting the channel and all the stuff. Hope you enjoyed the badge by your name. You got emotes you can use now. And if you want to join our Discord server and link your YouTube account, you'll get access on there too. Welcome, Andrew Hill. Hope I'm saying that right. So, to do the things, we got to claim our requisition, of course. Oh, wait. Let me turn my modifiers on. Got to get full benefit here. That'll give us a jump start on progression. And it's all double. Although that didn't look like it gave us double, did it? Oh yeah, 2 levels. Alright. Then, we're gonna sit here and spam some of these open, because I need more textiles for stretch goals. Wait, what am I... Wait. What am I ignoring? Postman Yuri, what am I doing? What happened? Oh, shoot. Okay, that was totally unintentional. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I've tried like 2 different ways to fix it so that the super chats show up and they don't on my multi-chat screen. All right. From now on, if I miss one, just start typing in shame and I will see it and then I'll know. Then I will know. I'm sorry, people. Postman with the 5 saying we all know the NDAs for the new shiny mailman apparel coming soon. I will leak it right here and now. Postman or Post Workers apparel event is coming. Also for legal reasons. That's a joke. And Chris with the 10, a monthly podcast at Rogue. Doesn't sound bad. My voice might hate me for doing even more long form speak, but we can consider it. Chris, Postman, thank you both very much. I apologize again for missing those. I want to punch my computer sometimes for why it's not working the way that I want, but we'll roll with it. Thank you guys very much. Did you see how much Division raised for cancer awareness? Yeah, if anyone didn't see, they posted the totals from the cancer research drive with the outfits they did in game. It was what, 80,000 euro, I believe, which is awesome to see. Kingdom, how we doing? How was everything at Massive? It was good, man. For the purposes of not getting sued, I can't say more than that, but it was great. Postman, I'm hardly a celeb. I appreciate it, but hardly. Ender Eclipse, what's going on? Welcome in. Matt Kane with the 200 bits. What's up, man? Said hello, Twitch. How's it going, sir? What's on the agenda for the day? How could they possibly be torturing you in this cold weather? Why do you lose stretch goals when you die in the DZ? It's a bug. Do you think Division 3 is going to be next-gen exclusive? I would hate to see them handicap themselves. By the time Division 3 releases, whenever that may be, I mean, we're talking over 15 years since the last gen of consoles. Massive's 2 most recent games, Avatar and Star Wars, were already current-gen exclusive, so that is, along with, like, certain things like crossplay, that's one of those things that I would, like, be willing to bet a significant amount of money on the fact that, yes, it will be current-gen only. Python, did you play Division 3? As I'm sure you can guess, I can't say anything about what happened while I was there. Given the timeline of the project, though, it would surprise me if they had a playable build of Division 3 to give to anyone at this point. Just saying. Why do you lose stretch goals when you die in the DZ? It's a bug, unfortunately. Easy day-to-day, just managing a renovation project from afar. Very nice. You get to stay warm for once. Is the game still worth buying and playing in 26? Yeah, Mavsky. Hope I'm saying that right. Division 2 is having one of its best runs in its history. There's a lot of stuff coming that we know about, so if you've been contemplating it, very few reasons not to. What's up, Kaz? When does the NDA expire, or you can't say? It's less about the NDA expiring, because, I mean, typically on those things they last years. Like, I'm pretty sure the one that we signed lasts like 5 or 10 years. It's just about when does the embargo lift for talking about stuff that they allow you to talk about. So like last year when I went, and we got to play Brooklyn, they said on the, I think it was the same day as the little stream they did. It was like on the 23rd, you're able to say that you played it, share your thoughts, all that stuff. So, at some point, hopefully there will be something like that lifts, so I can then say a little bit more. Any news on the Division Resurgence lunch? The Division Resurgence will have lunch, confirmed. The only thing that we know, Lafayette, I'm sorry, I'm probably not saying that correctly, is that it's set to come out before the end of March for this fiscal year. Ubisoft confirmed that in their recent report that we covered in a video, so it is on the way very soon. Are they ever going to do anything about the cheaters in the Deadzone conflict? I sure hope so. I would say you can rest easy knowing that that is something that certainly impacts me as someone who plays a lot of PvP, so I did my very best to communicate those frustrations while I was there. Alright, I hope this isn't just like noise overload as I open these, but we're trying to get a bunch of textiles so I can just dump into levels on stretch goals. I think they know, Gwen. I think they know. Some of this stuff, you'd be surprised, like, reasons why they do it is so much more technical than it may appear. That's not to say that I know whether or not that impacts this, but sometimes there's more to it than meets the eye. What's up, Pity? Glad you're online. Frustrating to watch crosses. There's too much conflicting advice. Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen no matter what older game someone jumps onto. It's been awesome to see him playing, though. I think Division for a long time has been relatively ignored in the looter space. Like, when people talk about the current looter shooters, they're like, oh yeah, Destiny, Warframe, Borderlands. Like, I know we're not always the biggest, but Division's here. I do think it's very interesting timing to see so much negative sentiment around Destiny 2 at the moment, while Division is just coincidentally having kind of an uptick in content and resources. So I'm curious to see if that manifests into anything heading into year 8 here. Not to say that I'm preying on Destiny's downfall. I think Destiny is a wonderful game, and I would never wish that somebody doesn't get the support on their favorite franchise, but I just think it's very interesting timing. How's it going, Tamako? Retro, I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't have a ton of knowledge or think that much about, like, console specs and features. I just get the newest thing so it runs games well. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Keto. I am actually just a terrible person. Where was it? Here we go. Tune in so wine to help with some inference. Do we have a mod in here? I don't know if we do. Aikido, if you want to type a quick message with the are links allowed? I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Because I'll link it at the top of the chat, or I'll pin it if people want to go and do that. Let me, here, I can just do, I think I can do this without my computer getting too upset at me. Here we go. It's alright, Chris, I got it. Unable to pin? What do you mean, Twitch? What? This is unable to pin. Something went wrong. Please try again. Why? What? I don't get that. I'll give it a second. Maybe it'll fix itself. For some reason, it doesn't want to let me pin it. But yes, if anybody, as Akito said, wants to be generous and help out another community member, check out the Skulls Nightshade stream that I linked in the chat. And I'm sorry I missed that, Akito. I can't wait for the anniversary next week. I know. I know. So many questions, as per usual, people. If I miss it, please don't feel slighted. You can resend. I promise I will get to it eventually. I'm a Destiny 2 refugee hopping on the Division. Gotta say, I've been having an absolute blast in the community. So nice. Appreciate you guys. I promise I'm not going to butcher this. Karama? Karmar? I did butcher it anyway. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you've been having a good time here. I think people try their best. There's, you know, as with any community, there's pockets of some interesting people. But by and large, I think the Division has a great community. I'm glad you're having a good time. Is there a way to unbug my stretch goals? Not that I'm aware of, Kaz, sadly.
Nice doing business with you.
How did you get the white backpack? From the store. Baby Ghost, the Death Roll outfit here is one that's been in the store, and its base skin is just white like this. Is Countdown still the best way to farm exotics? Countdown or Retaliation. Souls, specifically for going for the exotics for the first time, Retaliations is actually best because you can get the world drops from targeted loot, or you can also get their blueprints and craft them here. But again, that's only if you like actually need the item. If you're just going for exotic components, then you can pretty much do whichever you want. Alright, we opened up a ton of apparel caches, so we can now buy levels. I don't know how many more we can do. It doesn't really have a running total. Oh, there we go. Looks like we're done after that. Alright. Time to open a bunch of caches. This is going to be a lot of today's stream. We're trying to maximize our gains on all of these things that are here while we can. Okay. Did that cap me out? Oh, there's some in there. Alright, let's start opening. Get all the components, all the resources, all the things. Yeah, Hermes, I actually just put up a video on it this morning. So far, I found the most success with a Headhunter's Fury build, which technically is an existing build that people have used on like the Regulus. But 4 of this, Headhunter on the Chain Killer, and then the Gift. It's been pretty fun. We'll run it in a little bit. when we do global event stuff, but my title of that video was I think the sheriff is frustratingly close to glory. Like it's strong, but there's just a few friction points that are a bit annoying. Matt, it should be at all times. There's no condition on the weapon damage because, as it says, it ties into the base stats. So at all times, you get the 35% damage buff. Suddenly with the 19 months, almost 2 years of RG. Thank you for everything. Thank you, my friend. You don't gotta be thanking me. I appreciate you going out of your way and being a member and supporting for nearly 2 years, my friend. That's very kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Tag all of these up. You can't deconstruct stack brokers? Huh? I don't need another one of you. No offense. Oh, wait, can I put your D-Talk into expertise? Not expertise. Library? No, I can't. Well, that's annoying. Not Lucas, what's up, man? Glad you're back, thank you. Madman, what's up? No worries about resending. I'm a returning player. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing and feeling overwhelmed. Any tips? The first thing I will say is that if you want kind of a condensed returning guide sort of video, if you type in !guide into the chat, it will link you to my new and returning players guide video that I did, that a lot of people have said helped them out. But if you don't want to go the video route and you want more specific tips, what level are you at? Were you already at the end game in level 40? Did you just get to level 40? What sort of state are we working with? But yeah, the one that Hermes just pulled up there will should answer a good amount of your questions. Okay, we claimed those. Got that. Postman said, I hate companions. They're almost gone, man. They're almost gone. I'm still debating on grinding for the sheriff. It won't be for everybody. That's for sure, so definitely good to get an idea of if you think you're going to use it before putting in the effort. What's up, Lady Boss? I'm 190 on the season pass and can't get a Lexington to drop in stretch goals cash. Shoot. I'm sorry to hear it. I know that's like the biggest thing with stretch goals at this point is that I think they're having a hard time balancing between something that is meant to be a grind and you invest into, but then people just want one thing and they don't get it. So they'll probably have to continue refining it in the future. I'm sorry you're having trouble getting what you want out of there. Hopefully for the next like seasonal event, like we had for, you really can't delete these. Hopefully they don't take up space. Like we had for winter and Halloween, the Lexington might be more available within that. If you're still having trouble. What people have discovered about that is the the reason it's happening is that it's counting the item that you need to do a reconfigure as the mosquito instead. So you see how, like, for all of these it says items required Striga, requires St. Elmo's engine, requires Shroud, and then this one's blank. That blank, instead of saying it requires you to have a sheriff, you need to have a mosquito in your inventory or your stash. And if you don't know what that is this guy right here. So that's currently what's preventing you from doing it, is that you don't have one of these in your inventory or stash. I believe it's been reported, so hopefully they'll fix it up soon. But that's the current snag with that. Good afternoon to yourself, Firehawk. How you doing? I appreciate us having 335 people in here on YouTube. Welcome in, folks. If you've not yet and you want to help out the stream, push it to more people, all that, then consider subscribing. Not subscribing, hitting the like button. I mean, you can sub if you want, but what I was trying to say is hitting the like button on the stream will help share it to more people. I know what I'm saying, 100%. 117. Do these stack brokers really take up space? Well, what am I supposed to do with them? I don't want these. They do take up space. So what if you just ended up with 100 stack brokers that you can't deconstruct? Good lord. All right. We did all of our textile gains. Let's make sure we have reanimated on for whatever we do next. Got some challenges to do.
Automated external defibrillators detected on hostiles.
Sarada, how you doing? Very nice to see you. Sell out? That's fair. That's very fair. Yep, 5 days in another country, Keto, and I'm gone. Alright, how do we maximize our gains here? Weekly legendary title basin. Of course, we have descent. Weekly legendary title basin. I feel like we can work up to that. I'm down to do that at some point. I guess we could just start with random priority objective activities. Two hostage rescue? Who do I look like? I'm not doing that. A Brooklyn... Ooh, for 2,000, a Brooklyn mission? That'd be fun. Let's go to Army Terminal. Why not? We'll change of scenery. I know strongholds are the best way to go. I don't want to do it.
The cleaner's leader is confirmed at the Army Terminal.
I don't have the skull anymore. Sarada, were you gifted a membership at some point? That's what the skulls are tied to. It was whether or not you're actively a member on the YouTube channel. People were thirsting over mayhem. That cutscene, though, the quality was really refreshing to see, given what Division cutscenes normally look like. How's it going, Metal? Have those deltas gotten any better? I haven't been... I was looking in to see if anyone else was reporting connection issues, but I wasn't able to hear about much. So yeah, this is the sheriff build that I showed off in my video this morning. It's pretty fun. Requires some precision.
Additional hostiles detected.
purple flame accelerant detected.
Destroy their purple flame supplies, Agent.
What's up, Shadow? When can we expect the next DZ farming video? Plan to do a video covering your conflict build. Thank you very much for the love. I appreciate it. As far as the conflict build, if you type in !build in the chat, it will link you to my kind of overall 2026 build guide video, and there's a section in there for it that I covered it in. So that's there if you need it. As far as the DZ farming series, the stance that I've taken for a little while now is that as soon as we get some PvP improvements, I would love to return to that series. I love making those videos, and clearly people really enjoy watching them, which is awesome. But the current state of balancing and everything else in PvP made it quite hard to continue doing those, especially solo. So we know they're working on some PvP stuff. If that comes in and if it is successful in making PvP more enjoyable and just tolerable, then I will 100% hope to do more at that point. Fortunately, I think we hit a nice, like a good beginning, middle, and end for at least kind of the first part of it. You know, we had a lot of episodes, then we got the Eagle Bear and the Ravenous. But yeah, I just kind of, at the point at which I tried to record like 3 or 4 episodes in a row, and I was just running into the same builds that you can barely counter solo and all that stuff. It got to be a bit too much. Oh, that's a good point, Retro. I'll try that. That shoddy looks nice. It just came out last week, the Sheriff exotic. Just keep in mind that the explosions that you're seeing on enemies' heads are from Reanimated. That's actually not the shotgun itself.
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'll continue looking into it, Metal, for sure, but it might just be one of those things that we gotta wait for them to fix on the server side, unfortunately.
Key personnel? Agent confirmed. Danvers is on site and on the move.
Warning. Active turrets detected. Generator located nearby. Turret disabled. Additional turret still online.
What's the best way to farm exotics for new players? That would be either Countdown or Retaliation is technically the best, because you can get the world drops just on the ground, or you can also farm their blueprints there. I do have guides on all of that stuff if you want to search them up, but yeah, the Countdown game mode is like traditionally the best farming source. But for exotics specifically, Retaliation is also very good. Yeah, with Reanimated, this is just such a fun... this is such a fun combo. But I turned it off in the build video because, of course, you can't really take these into consideration when you're reviewing a build. The stats impact it too much.
We need to find another way inside.
Agent, additional hostiles detected.
What's up, Helio? Sorry if I missed you earlier, dude. Excited to try out Realism when it drops. I think it should be a fun change of pace, you know? And although people have gripes with it being limited time, I kind of like my limited time modes, so it's cool that it's just going to be here in March. Yeah, I'm hoping by the end of this week we get full rollout details for the anniversary season.
You're clear to enter and find the target.
Lockdown protocols initiated.
Nope.
Agent, you're gonna have to find another way out. You can't go back the way you came.
Compromised electrical panel detected nearby.
Division on site. Take them out. We're getting ready to deploy.
What up, Demarsh?
What the hell are they
Hope the trooper's good. Just wanted to pop in and say hello if higher ups in the office, so I got to bounce. No worries, dude. It was good indeed. Oh, I can't see.
Immediate medical
Yeah, it was good
assistance
indeed.
needed.
We'll talk soon, I'm sure, man. Hermes, could you just resend it so I don't have to try and scroll up and find it?
Unable to bypass electronic lock.
Dual watching you now's crossplay. Do you have such contrast?
Want us to see what's on the other side of that door, huh?
It's great to see him here playing it. Any more exposure that Division gets, I think, is always good. I was in his stream for a bit the last few days. I was trying to send some tips, but he's got so many thousand people spamming messages. It's impossible to see, I'm sure. I was like, as long as someone from the Div community is offering their assistance, then our job is done. We just have to present as an inviting community. Is it gonna mess me up because that person is still spawned in out there? Nah. Or is this where I have to get this part? Oh, yeah. Really quickly, hang on. Serrata coming back to Rogue Studios, thank you. So it should be fixed now. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Now you have the skull once again. Since the ending of this season didn't really set up anything for the future, what are your hopes for the story of next season? Unfortunately, Hermes, that might be something that I am not allowed to answer. Or I responsibly shouldn't answer. I'm sorry. But if you have a different philosophical question, I'd be happy to. Some hopes for the next season? Yeah, I probably can't say that either. I'm sorry.
SMR signature detected.
Or it's not that I couldn't
Perfect.
say my own things,
What the
but
hell
I
is
would
an
be
SMR signature?
Just a
biased if I did
small
answer.
modular reactor. Nuclear reactor.
I really can't get my mic in a position that my neck wants to be
SMR
comfortable
confirmed.
with.
Black Tusk mobile nuclear reactor on site.
Holy shit. This could solve our power problems. With Petco out of commission, we need a stable source of power. Agent, secure that reactor.
Is the next season good, Rogue? How would I know? I can't see the future. I know nothing, I said nothing.
You heard Danvers. Take out the hostile. We can't let them derail the op.
Status update. Reactor unstable.
Damn it. They overloaded the core, now the power's arcing. Agent, you need to stabilize the...
Should we be excited about the story for the next season? Just a yes or no? You're trying to get me in trouble, man. I'll give you this. I'm excited for the future of the Division. That's what I'll give you.
Serious trauma detected.
Oh gosh.
A new agent is joining your team.
Oh, I forgot I actually have to press things in this room.
The power's still unstable. There must be another short somewhere. Keep looking, Agent.
Update. Reactor stable.
Agent, you're clear. Keep going. We need to find
If you had to
Danvers
rate
and
it 1 to
figure out
10,
the hell
what
the
would you
Black
say?
Tusk are up to.
Different variations of
Whatever it is.
how can you
it's
spoil what's coming is I can't say, people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Agent, you're a good soldier. You should join us.
When is the next season starting?
Don't you want to be on the right side?
As far as what we know on that, Tyrick, we're getting a mini anniversary season in March. If you go by the in-game season timeline, that should be next Tuesday, but we've yet to get official communication or confirmation on that. But for the duration of March, there's going to be a mini anniversary
Approaching the
season,
courtyard.
and then we head into year 8.
Position, Stop them. We're almost ready to deploy.
Things are happening. My goodness, Karma's coming in with the 5 gifted on Twitch. Thank you so much. Going to Awakened Zoki. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Fresh, Gandat, and PK. Welcome to Rogue Studios. If you are in the chat, please give Karma's a thank you. The generosity. Sorry, I was trying to look at how far back that was. Want to make sure I wasn't too negligent. And Akito with the highlight message. Ever considered serve yard channel stream off? Been having alone with my friends recently. That is good to know. I feel like I saw Splinter doing that once where he was doing a survival stream and he had a hunter avatar there. I don't know if doing that kind of stuff is really for me, but I do think it's quite cool that people have those options. But I appreciate you letting me know. I'm in both chats. Let's get it. I appreciate you very much, Karmas. Thank you for the love. On a scale of 1 to 10, Alex. Y'all are really trying to get me in trouble.
System disrupted.
I don't think it's responsible for me to answer that question because context is everything, right? I could sit here and tell you that I'm levitating off of things I was shown, but really it's like, you know, the purpose of the kinds of things that I was at last week is not just to try and hype people up. It's to provide, you know, genuine feedback on future plans and have meaningful discussions that you can't otherwise have, right? So my stance is let the information come out as it's going to come out, and let's look at it then. You know,
Something that is ready to deploy. Follow that power line.
I'm just honored, as I've said, to be able to
You trust him so much.
to be able to take part in those sorts of discussions and be chosen to represent the community in that fashion. Hopefully you all believe that I do that in good faith. I try my very best to.
Complete. Multiple Black Tusk Warhounds detected. Status offline.
Any way to put back the Isaac voice?
Shooting for a warhound factory. What the hell are they doing?
What do you mean, Jack? I've noticed the Vindicator doesn't have a blueprint in the reconfiguration crafting bench. Do you think they'll add it soon? A retro? I honestly do not know. I don't think I was aware that it didn't have a reconfig blueprint, but I can certainly report that. Oh, that's the Warhound on my radar.
Black Tusk workstation on encrypted network detected.
Agent, have Anna hack the workstation. Maybe we'll have intel to help us figure out what the Black Tusk are doing.
Download initiated. Hostiles incoming. Agent, Warhound activated.
Shadow at the moment, I'm probably gonna give you a no comment on that one. But there are plenty of videos that I have on the channel covering that exact topic from
50%
closer to when it was
complete.
revealed, if you want some of my thoughts there.
System back online.
We went over all of the concept art images, and we
Agent Agent,
And
lock
the...
activated.
What am I trying to say? I gave my thoughts on like the development structure and the people behind it and all that, so... Oh my goodness.
Signs critical. Agent down.
Wait, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I'd have to restart. Get off of me, Sparky. Sparky? Sparkles. I was trying to remember the name of that one from Coney Island. No!
Agent killed.
These people are asking me all these questions and I can't focus on the gameplay. Oh, we have a checkpoint. Okay. I thought it was going to send me back to the beginning.
Perfect.
Oh, we're
What the
fine
hell
then.
is an SMR signature?
Oh, it's just a small modular reactor. Nuclear reactor.
Also, I was completely kidding, people. Continue asking your questions.
SMR confirmed.
Do you have any idea where Emma Richards is? She's been missing for over a year now.
Holy shit.
I don't know.
Power problems. With
I don't know, Dark. I know that one was reported, but I don't know what the status on that is. I asked another question you might be able to answer. Let me find it, Hermes. What do you think about the consequences of this season? The True Sun seemingly fractured, Black Tusk no longer supporting them, Anderson dead. I don't know. I think that the I have my gripes at the moment with the story just because we've kind of not much has happened in the last few seasons. And so while it is a development that they are now not allied anymore, if you look back to season 10 to now and think about what happened from their partnership,
The hostile. We can't let
did
them
that much
do
happen
it.
from it or come from it? I don't know.
Status update.
So it's an
Reactor
update nonetheless,
Damn it.
but I just don't know how much impact it really had while it was here, and I don't know how much relevance it's really going to have moving forward.
Vital signs critical.
But it's fine, you know, at the end of the day, some people play Division for the story, but it's never been the main focus. As long as we get cool gameplay things, I'm more or less happy. Can't answer questions and kill NPCs. Sorry, not with this build. If I was running a Memento Striker, I'd probably be a lot better off, but I wanted to be fancy and use the Sheriff with 6 reds. Huh.
Serious trauma detected.
I would also not be able to play like this if it weren't for Reanimated. I'm getting so much healing. I do play for the story. I didn't say that nobody did, Trey. I just said that's not why I play. I appreciate the story. I like following the story, but it's not the primary reason why I play.
The power's still unstable. There must be another short circuit. Keep looking, Agent.
Oh, I totally just stood on the on the electric shock there. Have a good one, Sarada. Thank you very much for jumping in, resubbing. I appreciate you.
Agent, you're clear. Keep going. We need to find Danvers and figure out what the hell the Black Tusk are up to.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be big.
Agent, you're a good
We will have to see, Libertarian. Let's.
Don't you want to be on the right side of history?
I guess let's see what they say about Year 8 and the roadmap.
They're approaching the courtyard. Get into position and stop them. We're almost ready to deploy.
Oh. That was awkward. Why is the lore in this game so confusing? I think if you followed it from the beginning, it's not too bad. At least that would be my take, but I totally understand if you're coming in later on, it's kind of hard to pick up the pieces. Do you play any other looter shooters? Not currently. They're kind of, for me, those are kind of a one game at a time genre. But in the past, I played Destiny and Warframe.
Agent, we got a nuclear reactor powering something that is ready to deploy. Follow that power line.
Has Theo shown you
Subscriber, the
what's
Deceit
about
Hunter, will be dispatched to your immediate
you?
location.
Willing to die for him?
Love that, Gemini.
Clue what he's been cooking up in that basement bunker of his.
What are some characters you think have been completely forgotten about by the story,
Rounds detected.
besides the obvious ones?
Too much hardware and sheeting for a warhammer factory. What the hell are they doing here?
I'd say Mackenzie Merritt is one. They brought her in and gave her like a decent amount of relevance towards the end of year 5, and then there's been nothing from her since. She's just sat there in Haven.
Network detected.
I feel like there's more kind of side or B characters like that
Maybe we'll have intel to help us figure out what the
that have been more or less forgotten. A lot of those people we saved at the castle, Cindy,
Hostiles
who were
incoming.
some of the other ones? Mel, Jack.
Agent, Warhound activated.
Are we getting any news today? I don't know. It's past the news hour. I don't think they've posted anything, so probably not. Resurgence posted a little teaser, but it looks like that's probably about it for today. I'd imagine this week we'll get some anniversary news, though. I mean, as we were saying a moment ago, the in-game calendar says it's coming in within a week, that new season, so we're going to have to start talking about that.
Download complete.
agent.
All right.
Disable any
I had to make sure I locked in a little bit more here.
Black
Couldn't
Tusk will love that.
get caught dying again.
Workstation destroyed.
I got him. Anything.
Workstation destroyed.
Workstation destroyed.
Workstation destroyed. Workstation destroyed.
I've analyzed the intel you recovered. Not only are the Black Tusk developing new equipment here with the Purple Flame.
What's up, Airline? Did you get a sneak peek of the exosuits coming in Division 3?
That's still encrypted. Running a program now to
Actually,
figure out
we're gonna get completely like Titanfall-esque mechs in Division 4. That was the most exclusive thing that I was shown while I was there. It's insane. Cameron, joining up to Rogue Studios. Welcome. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Being awesome. Enjoy the badge and the emotes and the Discord access.
Good work. This is the last transpo.
Hostiles detected.
Yeah, no, Division 4 is looking crazy, guys. It's looking real crazy.
What am I looking for? Ready. Grenade out.
System failed. System restored.
I got something here. Going in.
So many spawns.
What was that?
Disconnect the backup power supply and get ready for liftoff. Grant, get on that helo with the scientists.
Agent, get to the roof.
We're actually time traveling to stop Amherst in Division 5. Exactly.
Ben's a good man.
Wait, did that leak?
Surrounded by good
How
people for so long.
how did that information get out?
Like,
You can lie about the new season. I should lie about it? Does the season end next week? Just hit my mic. Or do we... Gaming realm, I'm not 100% sure what the second half of your question means. But as far as we know, this season is ending next week. That's what it says right now in the
Electrical hazard
the
detected.
timeline, is that we have 1 week left. And then we go into a mini 1-month anniversary season. And then we head into year 8. But yeah, if you want to wrap up the season pass, or stretch goals, or whatever else for this season, now's the time.
I need to go back through the intel. There's schematics. The cables must be connected to one of these experiments.
Hostiles detected.
Did I miss a... Oh, it's right here.
I have the enemy!
What the hell?
Lost someone! Got the guy over there!
Vital signs critical.
Get back!
We ready for liftoff? Almost. Just need to do a few safety checks and we're ready to go.
Agent, you need to get to the roof. If they lift off, we'll lose Danvers.
Leo, what's up? I am doing very well indeed. Couldn't be better. How are you? Can I rebind combat roll? You know, it's funny. I was watching a stream of somebody play through for the first time recently, and they tried to do the same thing, and it made me realize that I don't know if you can, because it's tied to... Why is the aiming on this so weird?
Trauma detected.
I never realized that. It's tied to your dodge. Or sorry, it's tied to cover. The cover input.
Okay,
So I don't know if you can,
What
unfortunately.
the hell needs this much power?
Working from home today through the blizzard. Oh man. Well, I hope you stay warm. I hope you got the hatches battened down. Do you think they will drop the new season on the anniversary or after? Trey, it kind of depends on which anniversary you're talking about. I mean, at this point, we have a lot, right?
15 minutes.
There's Division 1 launch day, there's Division 2 launch day, there's Division 2 early access, there's Warlords launch day.
All personnel
If
still
you're,
on
again, if you're
ground.
going by
Get
the
to
season
roof.
calendar, it would be the 3rd, I believe, is next Tuesday.
No, no.
And I don't think they would wait, because I mean, a lot of those are closer to the middle of the month, and I think they want the entirety of March to be a celebration. So I don't think the launch day will actually correlate exactly with one of the anniversaries, but
Immediate medical assistance.
it's more just representing that March itself is the anniversary month.
Like that, bro?
What's the best way to farm shade levels now? Just came back after a 3-year hiatus, having a blast so far. Welcome back, Gavin. Best way to farm shade levels is still, I mean, people can give their input in the chat if they have their own takes. I would think it's still probably open world activities with high directives. There's some farming videos from a few years ago that are still pretty relevant, but if you turn on a few directives that you're comfortable using and you set your difficulty as high as you're willing to, and then go and do stuff like public execution activities, that will get you a pretty good yield in a short amount of time. If you need a more in-depth explanation of what I'm talking about, I can I can show you in a second once we're done with this. My build is not really set to go after robotics. I need an enemy with a head. Any plans for some Division 1 streams with the anniversary coming? Maybe? It sounds like we're going to be pretty busy just in Division 2 with Realism, and they're doing Division 1 global events in Division 2. There's going to be crossover events to farm. So if there's time, I'd be down. But we'll just have to kind of wait and see what the rollout is, because from what they've said, it sounds like it's going to be kind of non-stop events and things happening for the month of March in Division 2. But certainly, though, at the very least, there will be a video out on March 8th. Since it's the 10th anniversary. We have to commemorate that, at least in video format.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Shoot.
Agent out of action. Agent deceased.
Inactive service to
A new agent is joining your team.
Anna, blow that fucker out of the sky.
The Zeppelin's on the move.
Accessing surface to air missiles.
I don't know, Retro. We will have to wait and see. But overall, I hope the story gets back on focusing on the main track and villains, which were them. Oh, and then I forgot we have a Marauder to fight. My build is really not catered for this.
Complete. Terminal offline.
Agent, re-engage the hack.
Oh my goodness.
Vital signs critical.
I might have to switch my... Yeah,
Agent
I gotta switch my
signs
build for this
0.
part. It's not made for it. Nope, not the medic. Oh gosh, now I gotta wait for all the charges to come back.
Clear for liftoff. Excellent. Route is clear.
There's a new crossover happening with Pokemon. The companions are gonna be different ones.
Target? Oh, fuck.
If you thought people were upset about their immersion with cosmetics, just wait till Pikachu's fighting alongside him.
No. They're arming triple flame bombs on the Zeppelin. They're doing final checks for the attack on the bridge. Watch out, Agent. The Zeppelin just fired a purple flame bomb and it's targeting the roof.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Is there any games you enjoy on the side that you enjoy watching others cover? Not really. The only game that I really play that requires, you know, coverage, quote unquote, would be Division. I play For Honor from time to time just for fun. But that, you know, after having played the game for many years, I don't really need coverage on that. It's just hop in, play a match, and hop out. I play Arc Raiders a good bit, but I just kind of get my news updates from the official account on Twitter. So I don't really, like, I don't watch a ton of gaming YouTube coverage. I do watch people in the Destiny community just because I find it kind of fascinating to watch what's happening in another popular looter shooter. but I don't play Destiny anymore. I haven't in many years. So, yeah.
Inactive surface-to-air missiles detected.
Alright, well this is going much more smoothly for this part.
Fucker out of the sky.
Fall Equation coming in with a Twitch Prime. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. What? If you say so, Zach. I'm talking about in the trailer that announced it, they said there's going to be crossovers with Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, and Siege. Plus crossovers with Resurgence and I assume like Division 1 stuff as well. That is legitimately what I was referring to. Yeah, I know, Aether. I've been tuning into some of those streams the past few days, and it seems like he's enjoying it. I don't expect him to stick with Division, you know, with Marathon coming out and once Destiny eventually gets its updates rolling again. But it's great to see the exposure. I was saying earlier that I think it's funny that Division, obviously it's had lower content output before this year, but it doesn't really get involved in the looter shooter conversation that often. You know, people say Destiny, Warframe, Borderlands, but Division's been doing its thing. So I hope it continues to get some of its flowers.
25% complete.
All right, this is a little bit better.
Terminal offline.
Shit. Agent, re-engage the hack.
Serious trauma detected.
We'll go run and activate this quickly. What?
Deceased.
Y'all can't let me stream anymore. Every time I'd be doing dumb stuff. Oh, it's because my Hive isn't on. I was like, why didn't my Hive get me? Because I never switched from the stupid charges.
Fuck. They have a set.
Good lord.
All personnel still on the ground. Get to the roof
Good
and stop that
lord.
agent.
No. They're arming purple plate bombs on
Washed, I'd say.
doing final checks for the attack on the bridge. Watch out, Agent. The Zeppelin just fired a purple plate bomb and it's targeting the roof.
Anyway, y'all want to watch this boss fight for the 4th time again? Isn't it really entertaining? Aren't you entertained? By the way, Turkey, if I didn't say it already, thank you very much for the welcome back. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by on Twitch and YouTube. What surprises me more is when people talk about extraction shooters, they never mention the DZ. That one I kind of get just because I actually hear the Dark Zone mentioned more than I do the base Division 2 game as a looter shooter. But also Dark Zone was always a mode within another game, you know? And I think that just makes people register it differently, which I understand. But yeah, I mean, the Dark Zone was one of the originals. Oh my goodness. No more vacation for Rogue. They let you come to Malmo. I mean, hey, one of the factors that is not much of a consideration on those things, from what I've gathered, is skill. They don't just want the top 1% players going to these things, because that's not representative of the actual community playing the game. They want hardcores, they want casuals, they want PvE, they want PvP. Just like the composition of the ETF program itself.
Agent down.
And now I got my Hive, see? It's all good. And so, yes, I was very happy to represent the casual side of the player base in Malmo.
Serious trauma detected.
Everybody forgot the Div one was the pioneer in the genre. Oh, for extraction shooter? Yeah, with the Dark Zone. Yep. It really was. It wasn't necessarily the first to ever do an idea like that, but to mainstream it, 100%.
Inactive service to air missiles detected.
Blow that fucker out of the sky.
Accessing surface to air missiles. Laser marauder detected.
What's up, Virtuals? How you doing, man? Yeah, I mean, it's certainly less than years past, Lee, but I think the number one thing you can always point to is they wouldn't invest in something if there was no reason to. And what we know is that they recently hired a lead PvP game designer and are looking at making PvP changes, so clearly someone's playing. I'm one of those people playing.
Shit. Agent, re-engage that.
Die, you stupid helicopter. Not a helicopter.
Laser marauder destroyed.
Alright, there we go. No more wipes. Oh, we got our last star as well. Very nice. Can't see these guys.
Got the range.
What's the first thing about PvP you'd hope they change? Balancing. Balancing, 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 balancing. If they want to make more maps and do stuff down the road, fantastic, but PvP has to work for it to be fun to play, and currently it doesn't really work, in my opinion. I just realized I had not gotten the Catalyst mask.
I've access to different security systems.
It's alright. It's definitely not the best exotic in the world, but it has its place. I enjoyed using it with Ongoing Directive. And the blue screen.
Terminal offline.
Alright, one of y'all gotta peek out. We're not gonna do this all day.
Vital signs critical.
Mr. Bollick, hope I'm saying that correctly. How you doing? First time watcher here from Germany. Good evening. Came back to Division 2 2 weeks ago with my older brother, and your YouTube helped us so much to get a grip. Thank you, man. Keep it up. That's amazing. Welcome in. I hope you are continuing to have a good time at the game. That's awesome to know that the videos helped out. And that's great that you and your brother are playing together. I think Division is enjoyed most with friends, or in this case family. So that's so cool. Welcome.
console is unlocked and ready for Agent to target and launch.
Come on, Agent. Get that son of a bitch Danvers.
Well, Lee, I can assure you that I am not in favor of expertise being in PvP, and you can
Holy shit.
rest assured that I have made that very, very clear to them.
Saved us.
You killed Danvers. Thank you, Agent. That fucker can burn in hell.
Intel detected on laptop.
Agent, clear the site and signal Bell for extraction.
Was wondering why I wasn't getting any stars for reanimated, then I realized I completed the reward track. You should still earn them though to be able to spend at the base. All that stuff. What is going on here? Ratchet with the 10 on YouTube. Thank you so much.
Objective available, Agent.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. 10 gifted memberships going out to the Deeg Mafia, Dav, Host to Host, Nevin, Alex, Ace, Zepter, Farmer Joe, and Sin. Welcome to Rogue Studios. If y'all are here, please give Ratchet a thank you in the chat. Ratchet, I don't know if I've seen you send one comment yet. Thank you so much for the generosity and kindness. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for that. Alright, mission finally done. Was it worth doing Army Terminal? Probably not, but we did it anyway. I think we're probably going to do Title Base and Legendary, so if anyone on Xbox wants to get ready to run that, we might jump in.
Automated external defibrillators detected.
We're loving it so far. We
hostiles.
came back from an old PlayStation game called
Safe
Army of
area
Two.
entered.
Always wanted to have the co-op experience with a shooter, and The Division 2 is the perfect game. Struggles after the years of the gear and build, etc. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad the videos helped out. It can definitely be a lot to grasp, especially if you're used to a more linear shooter that doesn't have, you know, the build system and all those things. But yeah, once you get the grip on it, it works. So I'm really glad that y'all are enjoying. Retro, I will try right now. I appreciate you reminding me. Postman, that notification will never go away for me. Never, ever. Alright, 2 stack brokers. I doubt that it's going to let me sell them, but let's see. I doubt that it will. Do I really have to scroll through? Where are my weapons? Wait, what? Did I go buy weapons? What?
That was a good deal.
You can't sell weapons here? But if it's in the stash, I can? Talk about needing some different UI. Okay, I'm not going to scroll through that. Hopefully they add a way to deconstruct them. I'll definitely leave feedback on that. Hermes, take it easy, man. I will be sure to check up on the on whatever you may have sent on Discord. Appreciate you hanging out as always, dude. Judge, I would imagine it's a bug. I don't know. This is the first time that I've been made aware that that's a thing, but I want to try overdogs instead of coyotes on this build. My thought process was that coyotes obviously helps with better crits, and then negotiators obviously deals with sharing crits, but overdogs just gives you such good such a good base damage increase that I kind of wonder if it's better to go with that. So let's see if we can do that. That's pretty good. Rogue Demon, what's up? I love a division set in the Ozarks, such an underutilized location in gaming. I could totally see them doing like an offsite mission there, you know, kind of like Camp White Oak. Whenever I hear of the Ozarks, I just think of the show. I love that show. Okay, let's just use one of the ones that we got. So how are we doing on stats here? 53, 121. Let's just roll it for a higher crit damage, and then we'll put on crit chance mod.
I should try making leather.
There we go.
Can't be that hard.
You need to try Ravenous with Umbra. It's really good. I've tried that before, Retro. I've tried to make the Ravenous work in so many different situations, and I just don't know if it's quite the one for me. I still use it. It's actually quite fun on a Protection from Elites build. I was running this recently for the Master Mission. But I have tried Ravenous and Umbra. Are there any gear sets or brands that you don't want to make a return in Div 3 along with some that you want back but improved? No Striker. Leave Striker behind. Don't bring Striker back. That's my top one. Beyond that, I always love Final Measure from Div 1. We sort of got it back in this with Measured Assembly, but I would love to see it interact more with grenades. So I'd say I'll leave it at 1 and 1. Don't bring back Striker. And but bring back Final Measure. Nomad, leave it dead. Nomad, Pred, Striker, leave them. Leave them behind. Take them out back. Make Nomad great again? No, people. No. Leave Nomad and leave Unbreakable on chess pieces. Don't know why that they ever thought that should come back. I hate it. All right, we're going to run Title Basin on Legendary with modifiers and with Reanimated for the weekly. If anyone wants to do it, jump in. Let's see if we can get Title. Okay, in 4 minutes I can reroll. Legendary matchmake. So if anyone wants in on Xbox, hit matchmake for Legendary on here and it should put you in. How's it going, Callum? Love the videos, thank you. Hope you had a good trip. I did indeed, Relentless.
You are now group
I very
leader.
much did.
Another agent has joined your group.
Orion, what's up, man? Is this the Orion I'm thinking of? I assume it is. If so, how you doing, dude?
Another agent is now in your
So my Striker unit alloys with Ninja Bike is in your jam? No, don't get me wrong. I use Striker like everybody else in Division 2, but I despise the fact that that is the thing to run.
civilians in
Despise is a harsh word. It's fine, but I just wish that there were more variety, and I think Striker is a blocker for that variety happening. No, I'm not trying to pretend that I'm better than anyone else, but I just think it's too bad that that is like the only thing to run. anniversary season releases Nomad, dude.
Keep
That
your
would
objectives.
be something.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
It is. What's up, man? Hope you had a smooth return trip. I was telling the people at the start of the stream about how you saved me with the melatonin that one night. It was the only night I got over 6 hours of sleep. Chris, what's the give me the office number? I'll call. Be like, hey, this guy has important obligations elsewhere. Release him to me. Go, companion. Okay, we have overdogs. Let me see if I notice a damage increase.
Advanced AEDs nearby.
We do have to try and hit those headshots. I'm still paying for not sleeping last week. Fortunately, I was able to get back in my rhythm pretty quick, but I think it's because that first night I crashed for like... How long did I sleep? Oh.
Serious trauma detected.
Tough.
Agent out of action.
Well, I slept for a few hours right when I got home, and then that first night I think it was probably a good like 10 to 11 hours. So I kind of reset myself. But yeah, it was worth it. And I think, as I said while we were there, like, if you're given the opportunity to represent the community in that type of way, you have to give it your all. Sleep be damned.
What now?
Not a big plane sleeper. I'm not personally. I can't do it. Unless there's nobody in my row, then I sometimes can. But if I'm next to people I don't know, it's hard for me. Fortunately, the flights themselves were pretty good. Even in economy, we were getting meals and stuff. I was like, this is nice. Demarsh, I got you, man. I'm just going to do the rounds and get everybody out of work. Alright, are we good? Nikito's the medic, thank goodness. But yeah, Frank, they've been trying to get everything out of me. They're like, rank 1 to 10 what you think about next season, how excited you are. I'm like, y'all are trying to make me violate my NDA. I don't want to go to prison. I would love to know, like, if Ubisoft were to actually enforce an NDA like that, what would the punishment actually be? Would it just be a fine? It has to be. They can't imprison you for NDA stuff. Maybe they can. Probably not for video game related things, but a hefty fine, I'm sure, would probably be coming. You already leaked Division 4, true. I did tell them about Division 4. That was the craziest thing that we saw. Oh, they're coming down right here. Oh. I'm using a voice changer? Or who is? You never be invited anywhere again? Yeah, exactly. That's the 50 lashes with a wet pool noodle. I'll talk about food. Actually, you know what? For once, Metal, I'll permit it. Because then I can brag about some of the food we had in Sweden. It was very good. Unfortunately, my stomach was giving me some troubles a little bit, but one night I had like a truffle pasta with I don't know what kind of meat was in there, but it was good, man. They've got some banging culinary work out there. So there, do your worst. No, Frank, what you didn't realize is I just took the voice changer with me as we went around. It was attached like right under my shirt line. It's really convenient that I can just take it on the go. Swedish fish. I don't want to be stereotypical. Not gonna walk around with a bag of Swedish fish. But if it was offered to me, I wouldn't complain. Those things are delicious. Is the companion's armor bar bugged? I don't know what's happening with that right now. As long as he's still here walking around with us, that's fine with me. Did you tell Pally we want a red flannel jacket back? I told him that we need a blue screen skin. I was like, please. Please, Pally, make it happen. Pay the fine with textiles. New use for textiles. Get out of legal trouble. Oh my goodness. Sat me down.
No kill.
Oh, that's my companion.
What now?
We need an increase in the 9999 with expertise being capped. Yeah, I don't know, Libertarian. I don't know if that is, if they have that in place as a technical limitation or if it's just supposed to be a grind extender. But certainly would be nice to see those getting raised. Did probably give you an answer to the Hunter puzzle in the new Climax mission. Well, when we got there, the first day that we were in the studio was the day that the finale dropped. So I didn't even know what was going on with all that until I got back. So no, he did not give us a hint on that. It was funny, as we got like a little tour of parts of the studio one day, and there was a room where they had some like diagnostic screens running, and they had a stream pulled up of somebody running the mission, and I was like shielding my eyes. I'm like, I don't want to see it. And it got to the end. Fortunately, the person skipped the cutscene, but that was funny. But yeah, we were out of the loop on what was happening with the finale. With the anniversary, do you think they could bring back the weapon skins for the Lex, or is that too far-fetched? I mean, could they? Sure. Will they? I imagine that that's kind of something they're going to leave exclusive for the Veteran Rewards program. They brought it out once to signify people who have played for a certain amount of time, and if I had to guess, I would think they'll probably leave it exclusive to that. Where's that other box? What's there? Yes, yeah, I'm on Xbox. On PS5. Yeah, it would be amazing if everyone was able to play together. Because that's the thing, like, the more of people you meet in the community, you're like, what platform are you on? What are you on? Maybe one day. Oh, man.
Medical assistance needed.
So far, we're kind of blasting through this. I think reanimated plus the modifier helps out quite a bit.
System back online.
What now?
Not gonna lie, I hated the idea of companions, but I don't miss them when they're gone. It's funny, I've seen a similar type of comment a few times in the last few days. There's still some people who are like, I can't wait for them to be gone, but I think it's just a matter of, you know, what the dev said when it came out. Like, this is a first run of it. It's not going to be perfect. If and when we bring them back in the future, they should hopefully be refined. So, if anything, I think this season was probably a good learning experience for them. But yeah, I think they've had their value for sure. What's up, Dante? Love the streams. Thank you. Does Massive plan on bringing your hoodie cosmetic back? I hope so, man. I honestly don't know. I truly don't. At some point, I'll need to shoot Leo a DM and be like, any chance? But I do not know. Hope the next modifier is like the Pact. I enjoy the hell of it. Which part of that one did you like? And I'm genuinely curious because so many people have different reasons that they like the different modifiers. Some people love that in the pack you could use Zealot and just be invincible. I personally hated that part of it, but I know a lot of people loved it.
A new agent is joining your team.
But I know there's just a bunch of different answers people can mean when they say that. Thank you very much, Frank. I appreciate you coming in, man. Hope you have a good one, and we'll stay in touch for sure, dude.
Black tusk neutralized. Take this. Mother.
Modern's Advanced Materials, yeah, that one was super fun. And that's the thing about that that season, was that there were so many different abilities just within that one modifier. I mean, if you think about the global modifier itself did almost nothing. It was just, here's some stats depending on how many zones you control. The real value was in those active modifiers. And I know some people liked Zealot, some people liked Advanced Materials, some people like Sanitation. So it's almost like a whole ecosystem in and of itself there.
Got him.
You just shot me with that, man. Why are you trying to shoot me with the RPG? That was hilarious. Leo coming in with the 5, gifted on Twitch. Thank you so much. Oh shoot, and Orion did as well. I'm sorry, man. I hope I didn't miss you leaving. Thank you so much, sir. But Leo as well coming in, going to DK, Kim, R Squared, Probably, and Papa. Welcome to Rogue Studios. If you are here, please give Leo a thank you for that. And Orion, my guy, I will send you a DM if you already left. That's very kind. Thank you, sir. Oh, wow.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent
Was fun seeing you in Cross's chat yesterday. Just trying to make sure I represent that the div community is willing to help new people out if need be. But yeah, it's been fun to see him play through.
Throw your grenade.
It's a shame that NGN still didn't get his own hoodie and t-shirt. Hopefully he's in future ones. It seems like that's a program they want to continue, so I would be surprised if he is not at the top of the list of candidates, you know? I don't know where to take cover.
Grenade.
What? I can't jump down there? Yeah, we are crushing this thing so far, people. Oh, I need to see if I can't get a pry objective for it. Whoa.
Serious trauma detected.
$1401 is what I just had before. Okay, I guess they're all 1401. Capitol building again. You think we'll be able to run both the GE and mods going forward? I don't know. It kind of seemed like it was just a one-time special thing for this Valentine's one, but maybe. Maybe they figured out how to do it technically and they'll now allow it. I'm not sure. Do you have any videos that reintroduce the game to returning players? What's up, Isaiah? I do. If you type in !guide in the chat, it'll link you directly to the video that I would recommend you watch. But if you have any specific questions or tips that you're hoping for, then let me know. Oh, Game Dad is here. What's up, Alex? I promise I've been keeping my mouth shut. Right, guys? Everybody nod and smile. I totally didn't leak Division 4. What's up, man? I hope you and the Bucharest crew had a safe trip back. Or else. And by the way, what's up, Expresso, if I didn't say that already? You got your flight canceled. Was that... I feel like I remember you saying that some of the weather in Romania was getting dicey, right? Well, I hope you weren't put out too long by that. That's annoying. Made it home by 1 a.m. Gotcha. Yeah, mine went pretty well. I was pretty exhausted, but fortunately the actual flights and travel went off without much of a hitch. I was Copenhagen, Vienna. Dang. Well, as long as you all made it back in one piece. But yeah, it was a fun time, man. It was a pleasure to finally get to meet you. Oh, whoa. You cannot be going out and slinging accusations like that. Yeah, I said, you know what? I've been yapping about PvP nonstop for years, but I'm finally changing tune. To say, you know what? Yeah, no more PvP. Oh, they did spawn behind us. I forgot about that. Hang on, I'll take care of this one and then we can go back. I can't wait either, Alex. I cannot wait. You could ask Beersy in the... Oh, that's a different chat. He's on Twitch. But no, Libertarian, I do not know why that happened. What's up, Mercado? Yes, I'm quite happy. What's up, Tawano? How you doing? Any news about the anniversary season? Just that it should be coming quite soon. The in-game calendar has 1 week to go. I would imagine by the end of this week they'll probably post out something about a dev stream or just release news in general. But nothing new so far compared to what we've known already. Alex, mostly just wrapping up stuff from the season. I'm trying to push through stretch goals, get all my stars for Valentine's. So we're doing our projects and prior objectives and all that. Nothing too crazy. Apparently I'm reveling in the fact that I've shut down PvP. It was a surprise to see the fact that you can buy 50 levels of stretch goals with textiles. Don't think I had seen anyone talking about that, so when I got home and saw that, that was cool to see. Smart way to let people use those, I'd say. I'm gonna butcher your name so bad, I'm so sorry. But what is going on, Alsa? We'll leave it at that. How you doing? If you want to shame me and correct me, feel free. Oh, yeah. Because that sounds like me walking into Massive just singing at the top of my lungs. That's what I'm known for, is my amazing singing.
Medical assistance needed.
Layden, thank you so much. I will do my... Oh, man. I will do my very best to keep it up. I appreciate you watching.
A new agent is joining your team.
Alright, I pushed up too far. Sad. Thank you for the res. Singing her without the voice changer. Yeah, Alex, the story going around now is that I use a voice changer. And so people were asking what I sound like without it in real life. Beersy coming in with the sub. Thank you, sir. You certainly did not need to do that, but I appreciate it very much. I now owe you double the amount of beers next time we meet up. Thank you, man. Lobster, how's it going? I'm returning to the game after some time off, and it seems like a lot of red builds are utilizing the dog bones gloves. Is that exotic or in the regular pile? Yeah, the overdogs are the ones that I have on right now. They are in the general loot pool. If you go and farm targeted gloves, content anywhere, countdown retaliations, you'll have a chance to grab it from there. Technically, the best way to go for exotics is retaliations because you can also get the blueprint for them. I think they're tied behind hyena content. I'd have to go and double check. But yeah, countdown or retaliation would be the most recommended ways to go after them.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I feel like I'm not seeing it pop up on screen. Are the Twitch alerts working? Has it been giving out the little notifications whenever someone subs? Thank you. He set the record straight. Funny enough, I always thought he used a voice changer, but it's legit 100% its voice. It's uncanny. Thank you. You can put the rumors to rest. Okay, thank you, Jay Bernie, for confirming. It is hyena stuff. Bappa, I've got a Shure SM7B. That's the other thing that, you know, people are sometimes... They say I'm, like, intentionally altering my voice when I talk. You do sound different, like, to the human ear than speaking into a microphone. Like, I have my microphone EQ'd to make myself sound better, because, of course I'm going to do that, but overall, my voice is not too far off of what you hear. I've seen the alerts. Okay, cool. I don't know why. I've just been missing them, I guess, on my end. But I'm glad that they are working. Yeah, Alex, the big question going around is how you're supposed to... What's the intended way to spawn the hunter? Because people have been resorting to using turmoil. And then Pele put out a tweet being like, I didn't have to use turmoil to get it to work. And so everyone's like, well, what's the way to do it? What's going on, Amazing Peter? How you doing? But I will say that hunter, the look of him is super cool, and the mask is dope. The ruin mask is quite unique. Oh man.
Serious trauma detected.
God damn it! Keep back!
Get the fish!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Ah.
Agent down.
Grenade out!
Tip, find a way to kill the boss in the class. I mean, hey, as long as turmoil works, it'll... Some people, I think, were under the impression that you had to have reanimated to get it, but I think it's just turmoil, so... That is a way to do it. Oh, the corrosive clouds are really nice for the drones. I didn't think about that, but they're putting in work. Oh shoot.
Serious trauma detected. Agent out of action.
Deadpool, please.
Agent
Tough.
deceased.
Since the mission must be clearable regardless of events, yeah. Yeah, Jack, I was pretty sure of that first time I ran it, because the primary damage is coming from the turmoil split. Whether or not that itself was the intended way, I don't know, but... Hopefully you had an amazing, or a fun trip to Massive. Indeed, Peter. It was very fun. Very insightful. And I'm honored to have been included. Okay, let's see if we can take out another one of these. Oof.
Immediate medical assistance
Well, that's not good.
needed. Agent incapacitated.
Do Turmoil and Overdog stack? Yeah. You can use both of those
Agent
together.
killed.
Oh, this might be our first wipe. Postman, I saw people wondering that if it was somehow tied to the RPG.
An agent needs assistance.
And I don't know if you could somehow figure that out. Or maybe there's a way to spawn in one of the RPG users in the regular Iron Horse raid to where you get to use your own RPG and aim it there? I don't know.
Agent down.
Metal's got pizza? Well, now I am jealous. Ooh, it can be done without turmoil. Interesting. And the community goes into another frenzy trying to figure it out.
An agent needs assistance.
Alright, I think if we all go left, we can take that first one and then hopefully get the second one a little quicker. Maybe. I could also switch builds for this part. Negotiators might not be as good for the direct damage. And then huddle back here, take out this one. Okay. And what if we make a mad dash up here? Gonna keep my head down. Nice. All right. There we go. I'm just gonna see if I can't work on this myself over here. Perfect. Now it's just a matter of what's the best place to hold, which might still be up top. I'm gonna come back to where Akito is, because then we can control the spawns pretty well. Start getting those clouds going out. Go shoot that RPG companion. Well, this is going much better.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Did he give a hint? I believe that I believe that we all need to believe in ourselves a bit more, and with enough willpower we can all succeed together. Oh, DeMarch, as far as real world merch, I figured this out while I was there. They put some merch up on the Ubisoft store. If you go to Ubisoft Gear, I forget if it's a gear store or a gear shop. There's now a division section that has 2 t-shirts and 2 hoodies.
Assistance.
So they're starting to do real world merch again, which is awesome. I'm the last one. This is not good. This is terrible. Don't leave it to me. I can't be trusted.
Critical. Agent down.
Oh, man. We had a good run going there.
Agent.
Shoot, we had a real good run going. What else did I miss up here? Why do your graphics look so much better than mine? I don't know, Snowden. I'm on Xbox. Xbox Master Race confirmed. I don't know if I still want negotiators or not. I think I'm gonna go striker. Alex, by the way, this is about the most self-serving bug I could ever report, but the RogueGold hoodie is the only one in the game that doesn't show your arm patch anymore. Which is funny, because even like the skills and tickle hoodies do. It's actually, it's kind of cool. Makes it unique. But yeah, it doesn't show the arm patch anymore. But please don't prioritize that over other stuff. It's incredibly low priority. No, I gave that disclaimer earlier, Kaz. It's not that I don't think Striker is fun. It feels amazing. It's just that I don't like how much it limits. I don't like how good it is because it limits the creativity of finding other builds to run for endgame content. But no, I will be the first to admit that I run Striker frequently. He figured out that we were trying to sabotage his hoodie. Honestly, that would be fair. If one of the programmers was just like, honestly, screw this guy. I'm taking away his patch. It was after I made that video about monetization. Vlad was like, you know what? Just do it to him. Oh man. I'm really just blindly running through this, hoping I don't die. Oh! All part of the plan. All part of the plan. I don't even know what's happening at this point. Trying to hit these headshots. Okay, I've got to join the team. Spare me.
Serious trauma detected.
I'll take all of you!
What if I just sat here instead? Whenever Rogue posts a video we don't like, we just bug out one of his pieces. Slowly but surely, the evidence will be erased that I ever had any merchant in the game. I think this might be the strat, because from here I can just pop some heads when they spawn in. Oh, except when I get naded from the side, that makes it tricky. Alex, I must say, whoever designed the Exodus gloves, they deserve all the flowers. Still one of the best new age exotics that we've gotten, I think. Alright, leave the companion there. Spawn camp as much as we can. Oh, I did forget that he's gonna get damaged by the cloud. Oh well. Got a nimble holster and pestilence from the same boss in the DZ. That's some crazy RNG right there, Callum. Good stuff. Is that the last enemy? Nice. Yes. Good stuff, everybody. GG's. That is what we like to see. Oh, wait, Alex, if you're still here. Wait, last thing, he said. Oh, no, that was Leo. It was the same color. I thought that was Alex. The stack broker. Oh, I don't have it in my inventory anymore. When you pull a stack broker out of stretch goals, you can't deconstruct it. You're just stuck with it. And it takes up a inventory slot. Unlike some of those ones where it would just not count. You can't dump them. By the way, Leo, have a great rest of your day, man. Thank you very much for the gifteds and generosity earlier. I'm sure I will see you back soon. Yeah, if I pull these two out, I got these out of stretch goals. You can't. I'm hitting the mark as junk. You can't mark them. And you can't sell. I don't think you can sell them either. Although I couldn't, maybe I'm just dumb. I couldn't find my weapons in the sell list. But anyway, as far as I can tell, you cannot get rid of your stack brokers that you earn from stretch goals. So now I'm just like actively hoping that I don't pull one when I when I open a cache, because I don't want to be stuck with another one. Can you just drop in the world? That I don't know, Sealy, because I was not in a group with somebody when I did. So I can't drop it because I was solo. But I don't know if it would let you share it if you were in a group with someone. Yep, no worries. I just wanted to make sure it was on someone's radar somewhere. Because that, you know, you wouldn't want your inventory to get clogged up with stuff that you can't get rid of. All right. That was a great run, everybody. What else do we have? I'm nowhere close to completing that. We're in Washington Hotel. Summit. We could do... How long in the stream are we? We're already 2.5 hours in. Good lord. Time flies. Really? We're 2.5 hours in? That's crazy. Do the DZ project. I'm thinking of... I got my first Lex from the caches and Tinkerer. I was so happy. Nice. Those are very good pulls out of there. Congrats. And such a strong weapon has a will of its own, refuses to be deconstructed. I'm trying to think how can we maximize the rest of our time here. Hyenas. Take over a control point with all hostiles reanimating without leaving the capture radius. Good lord. Anyone need catharsis? I'll take it for a component, but if somebody needs it, they should actually take it. If y'all want to run a few floors of Legendary Summit, I wouldn't complain. Get closer to completing that. Jack, you're getting the information out of him. Alex, it was the stack broker, the shotgun. I put it back in my stash already, but this one right here. Whoops. When we get in survival, at some point in the future. Hopefully, as soon as it's ready. You know? Let's let him cook. And we'll see what we get. Alright, no one wants it? It's mine. Pending the serious answer is that we don't have any confirmed date. It is just on the roadmap. Alright, if y'all want to run a few summit floors, we can do that. We might only, like, actually do a few. We'll see. is the farthest I've made it in stretch goals in a while. It helps that it's double XP and that you could buy 50 levels, but... Plum Conch, what's going on, dude? He said, what's cracking? We're just hanging out, you know? Prepping for the new season and all that stuff. How you doing, man?
A new agent is joining your team.
We need you
A
to
new
secure
agent is
site
joining
safe.
your team.
This may take a while. Help you
Beersy
clear your
coming in
schedule.
with the gifteds. My goodness, man. You certainly don't have to do that. Thank you so much. Go to Espresso and Pity. Welcome to Rogue Studios, guys. Be sure to shoot Alex a thank you in the chat.
An agent has left your group.
That's where all the people in the chat were paying attention. We're trying to help. What I can confirm after going to Massive is that these people are working hard. Regardless of what you think about the final product, they're putting a lot of their time and lives into making this stuff happen. So I can't use the elevator. Doing good. Just logged into a work up in Twitch and was like, wow, it's him. Yeah, we're on Twitch now. Trying to make it happen. I think we gotta reset here. No elevator. But yeah, appreciate you coming by, Plum.
Automated external defibrillators detected on hostiles.
But seriously, I'm excited to play Division Resurgence with my mother since she wanted to try Division for the first time. That's so cool. I really do think that Resurgence will be a good opportunity for new audiences to try Division that otherwise would not. I know everybody wants it to just be, you know, the ultimate Division extension for existing fans, and I'm sure it will be to a degree, but to be able to reach new audiences that otherwise wouldn't play Division 1 and 2 is
We need you to secure
hopefully
site
going to be a
safe.
cool side
This may
effect in
take
a way.
while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
There we go. And then can we match make? Rob's continuing the trend. Y'all ain't ready. Which is a catchphrase that Alex uses in person too. He would just walk by, muttering to himself, and be like, Alex, what's happening? Y'all ain't ready. And they kept walking. It's his favorite thing. Alright, we can go up. Y'all legit ain't ready.
Accessing server. Field terminals detected nearby.
Whoa. This guys don't mess around. My biggest gripe with Resurgence is emulators. Well, we get into especially in PvP. Yeah, honestly, man, my guess is that they just want as many people to play it as possible. You know, if that means that certain PvP lobbies end up being a little bit unbalanced, it's probably not their highest priority. Doesn't mean it's still, you know, not good elite feedback on that. Maybe they can do matchmaking based on input type. But yeah, that would be my thought. By the way, if anyone wants to run a few floors of Legendary Summit, the matchmaking is open on Xbox.
Terminal infiltrated.
Nikito said, 1 sec. Hold. Plum, he will never stop teasing. And you know what? I was in Massive, I saw the things. Y'all ain't ready. I'll parrot it. Espresso, that's been Beersy's go-to line for the last like several weeks about future stuff. Y'all ain't ready. I learned recently that you can connect your Xbox controller to your phone via Bluetooth. It's extremely handy. Yeah, I did that for, what game was that I played? Well, I think I did it for a past Resurgence test, but also for like when I tried out PUBG Mobile or stuff like that. It's very handy. Yeah, because I can't use the touch controls for those kinds of things. It's just it overloads my brain. So yeah, it's very nice to have that option. Oh shoot. The terrible trio return. Fake Elso and Keener. Yep, that's the that's the big reveal. Yeah, Gwen, if you just, there's a little button on the controller that kind of emits a Bluetooth signal, and then if you just go in your phone's Bluetooth settings, it should pop up as like Xbox controller, and you can pair it. It's very convenient. I played COD Mobile for so long that I didn't realize how much money I spent on that game. That's how they get you. $5 here, $5 there.
Hostile striker drone detected.
But no, it is wild, like how big of an audience those games have that we don't even, that like console and PC gamers don't often realize. That's why, like, I'm hoping, you know, Division Resurgence can grow a similar audience, even if it's not primarily existing Division players. Them doing well still benefits the franchise overall, so. But it is cool to see that they're going to take part in the anniversary stuff, and there's going to be like crossover apparel in Div 2 and all that. It's all good. To be fair, no trolling now. Nah, he's trolling. I just went in and said they should cancel PvP and make Division 4. Just kidding. That's kind of you to say, Alex. And I mean, that's what I've tried to stress to people. Like, I think there's a perception that oftentimes these events can just be for marketing or PR or whatever, but a lot of the people who were in our group that went are not content creators. They're just players and members of the community who want to give their feedback and try and improve things, and that is genuinely what the goal is. So I am very excited to see certain things that may or may not have been shown there, maybe or maybe not release in the game. Please don't sue me, Ubisoft. Nice. We decide on something this week that we're definitely going to do, but that you haven't seen. You're once again not ready. Damn it! I thought I could finally say that I am ready, but I've gone back into the not ready territory. That's awesome to hear, though. I know you're under NDA, but they give it a rough time frame. Sorry, let me try it again. I know you're under NDA, but give a rough time frame on when we can expect anything major, or when they're going to share major stuff for us, i.e. when your embargo ends. I think all I can say, Bori, is what's been communicated publicly, which is that, well, again, I can't share everything that I was a part of or whatnot, but what they have said is that we're getting an anniversary season in March, so that should be coming up quite soon, and that in March is when they're going to reveal a lot of stuff for the future, the year 8 roadmap and all of that. So I imagine that March in general is going to be a very revelatory period for the game. That's about all I can say. But unlike last year when I went and I was able to say right away, like, here's the date where I can say more, I'm not currently able to do that. So We're smashing through this. Sweet, I'm excited. Got some time off in March for the new season too. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just from what they've said already, like, realism mode, Division 1 global events, crossovers with Ghost Recon and all them, I think it's going to be a pretty packed month of events and content and announcements. Should be fun. You can't say more unless you want to keep that hoodie in game. I already got the arm patch taken away from the hoodie. Next, it just gets deleted entirely. That was the warning strike. Quick question, Bighorn or Eagle? Do you just mean in terms of what I like more or what's stronger? Yeah, soon, TM. They're right above me? Yes. Like super soon, not not very, very soon, but not unthinkably soon. I think that's the perfect way to put it. What's up, Stuart? I've recently returned to the Division. I'm on a heavy grind this game, as in your videos and content have been a class to find the algorithm. Thank you for your work. You do. You're welcome. I'm a little bit lost on the story aspect. Do you recommend a YouTube channel to cover lore and story? Yes. NGN on YouTube has about the best Division lore videos you could ask for. He has a backlog of topics if you want like the entire history rundown, if you just want the Division 2, if you just want the seasons, if you just want a specific season or storyline. He's got just about everything you could hope for, so NGN on YouTube. But I appreciate the kind words, Stuart, and I'm glad you're back and enjoying the game. All right, let's finish 20. We'll do the boss floor. I kind of want to run one quick conflict game because it's the daily project, and then I think we're probably going to sign off after that. Companion, go up there. Don't be scared. I'm just sending you into the middle of all the fire. It's okay. Meat shields. That's exactly what I use my companion for. He goes in the middle of all the enemies and gets shot at. And then when he has a RPG ready, he kills people. It's great. Thanks so much. Looks like I got a lot of content for the next few days. 100%. NSK, what's up? Brand new to Div 2. Just getting to level 17, going through the campaign. Any tips on when I get max level? I have so many tips. The one I can give, NSK, if you're interested, if you type in !guide in the chat, it will link you to my new and returning kind of in-game guide video that'll walk you through a bunch of the major systems that are important to be aware of. Beyond that, though, I would say you'll eventually get introduced to a system called the library. Just slowly working on filling out your library, being ready to make builds in the future when you're ready to is a really good way to spend your time. Playing Countdown is a really beginner-friendly mode to get a lot of stuff. You can target your own loot, much like you can here in the Summit, so it makes it easier to get the kind of builds and pieces that you want right off the bat. But I would definitely check out that guide if you're able to. Because, yeah, it'll give you a bunch of good info. Plummy was actually talking about it earlier. It's confirmed that there is a way to do it that's working that's not turmoil. But that's about all we got. Update stack breaker issues known. Team is working on a fix. Wonderful. Thank you for following up on that. All right. I don't know if any of y'all want to do conflict, but I'm going to pull us out of here. And I'm going to run one of those before we go.
Automated external
1Z, I'm on Xbox right now.
Safe area entered.
Sith, what's up? Do you know why it won't let me get my stretch goals caches anymore? Did you potentially die in the Dark Zone? Because there's a bug that's been around last season and now this time where when you die it detracts your level and you have to level back up to where you were to start progressing again and get caches. That's the one that comes to the top of my head. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Alright. If y'all want to run conflict, let's do it. Dang, everyone's in. I have to assume Death Mobster here is watching the stream. Or he's just really along for the ride. Roga just reached level 2, 33 in season pass and still no Lexington. Please bless me a little. I hereby summon all of my RNG god wishes and blessings and everything, and I bestow them upon you, 1103. I hope you get your Lexington. You've still got a week. Hopefully within that time, it'll happen. Ah, it's Nissan. Sick. Well, thanks for jumping in. I had to get my PvP fixed somewhere. We'll get this one game in. Oh, now it... Watch, it's gonna be Tidal Basin. Dang it! It didn't want to give it to me earlier. No, it did. I wish for a Scorpio for Yannick, please. True, he still needs a Scorpio. Seven out of 8. One more. Is there a cap to stretch goals? I just said 300. Wow. Pretty sure I have everything but the rare exotics like Tempest and Ravenous Provocator. Joe, it's really entirely up to you. There is no cap. It should just keep going infinitely. It is really up to you if you want to try and grind those items or if you think you'd have a better chance getting them from their original drop sources. But yeah, I would say it's entirely up to you. Not sure how much more I can take. Yeah, take a break. We've got a lot of stuff coming up in the game you wouldn't want to burn out on grinding stretch goals. So if you've gotten the exclusive stuff from there, like the new cosmetics and all that, then I would say you're good. Because you can always go back and get the Tempest and the Provocator from those missions later, or the Ravenous from the raid. So, take a break, man. And I say that with the game director in our chat. Take a break. Because y'all ain't ready. Any prep I need to be doing for the new season? I don't think so. I'm just grinding out, you know. There's a lot of things overlapping right now with Valentine's and stretch goals, so I'm just kind of taking advantage of that and stockpiling on resources, but I don't think there's anything in particular you need to do.
Wipe out the enemy before you run out of reinforcements.
Hostile explosive seeker mine.
I see you, Daniel. I know exactly what you're laughing at.
Hostile stinger hive detected.
Alex said y'all got delayed on the way home. I hope you're able to sleep at the end of it. What's the Discord? If you type in !Discord in the chat, it will give you a link directly to join. I think the link works. At some point someone said it didn't work, but I think it does. But it's also in the description of the stream and all the videos. Or on the channel about page. There's a bunch of places you can join in. They're right below us.
Agent down.
Is there still someone here? No. Did we get them all? Ah, nice. There was some sleep, but because of the ETF, we had too much to do and discuss on Monday. You just need to make sure that y'all don't burn out. That's why I said to Daniel, I'm like, please take care of yourselves. Because then otherwise, then truly, Alex, you will not be ready either. And that would be tragic to see. At the very least, you have to be ready. I see you there.
Boost about to come online.
Full chipset, I have a feeling the next month or so for Division will be awesomely fantastic. You know what? I would agree. I might go so far as to say the next year for Division will be awesomely fantastic. But that's just a guess.
Boost is being taken by
What do I know?
allies. The boost has been taken by allies.
Can you do a video about attachments? What sort of information are you
Hostile explosive seeker
hoping
mine
to
detected.
know from that, DJ?
Hostile stinger hive detected. An agent needs assistance.
These poor guys are not having a good time. Will there ever be a point in time where that you can discuss your trip? I hope so. I was saying a few minutes ago, though, unlike last year when I went, I don't have like a definitive date to communicate for when like an embargo lifts. So whenever I'm able to, I certainly will. Oh, you saw nothing. You saw nothing at all? Everything's cool? Waiting for that immunity to go away? That was a hell of a time for him to start running as soon as that immunity shield dropped.
Agent down.
I thought they... What? I thought it flipped.
A specialization supply drop has been arranged for you.
I heard someone up here. Okay.
An agent needs assistance.
That guy's pissed. I'm sorry, dude.
Hostile drone detected.
Friendly claiming the supply drop. The specialization supply drop was just picked up by a friendly.
Oh! I see you right there. Face me! GG's.
You've won an emphatic
Lone Ghost,
victory.
what's up?
Well done.
Awakened, how you doing? Chris with the creative workaround. Well, you didn't say this, so surely. I'm doing fantastic, Lone Ghost. How are you? Oh, thank you for watching it, J-Man. I appreciate it.
Safe area detected.
I suppose you'll just have to find out, Mercado. I suppose you will have to find out. Rogue finally pulled a Lex. What's so good about the weapon? It is the best non-exotic assault rifle. Its named uniqueness is that it has higher than normal base damage, and it's based off of the Police M4, which is already one of the best damage archetypes in the game. So yeah, it's just a very, very universal and strong stat weapon. Before I forget, GG's to Hito and Kaz and Nissan for jumping in there. Appreciate y'all for the legendary, the summit run, and conflict. But that's mostly going to do it for today, folks. We went for a good 3 hours and 20. We're rolling. Hope you have a good day. You're helping me. You're massively helping me get back into Div 2. Happy to hear it, DM. Hope you're enjoying. And happy to help out. Alex, thank you for jumping in, man. Daniel, shout out to you. Was a pleasure seeing both of you guys and taking part in stuff and things. And I really appreciate everybody still tuning in to the finale and sheriff video that I made like a week late. Thank you for that. Things are coming, folks. Things are coming for the future. And I'm, as always, just honored and lucky to be a part of the community and a part of the ride. So to echo our game director, y'all ain't ready. And we'll see what we get. Thank you as always for the huge generosity of this stream. People, all the gifts and all the member joins. Sincerely appreciated. Thank you for the support. The caches? What caches? Future sub, bro, you gotta wear shades. I'll be wearing some sunglasses on whatever the news day is in March. 100%. 100%. All right, I'm gonna blast. Again, thank you all. Much love, and I'm sure I will see you very soon with more things and stuff and videos and whatnot. All right, have a good one, guys. Bye.